Ashe. Peace, family. How y'all doing? Conjure Queen here. It's been a little minute since I've been live, and I missed you guys. How are you? We're going to wait for some more people to come up in our building before we do this live and break down dark magic. Because I've been wanting to talk about this for a little minute, but we're going to wait for a little bit more people to come up in here. I'm going to light my Palo Santo. Facts. How y'all doing? Oop. I've been MIA, yo. Taking a little hiatus, you feel me? Ooh, got the Palo Santo going. So we live right now. I'm also going to be doing Q&A, taking some questions, but answering y'all questions. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button when you come up in the building. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You are officially adopted as a family of the Divine Royalty Group. You feel me? We all family up in here. Shout out to all the black sheeps. Feel me? Outcasts, empaths, magical beings out there, unicorns, aliens, all y'all. We all one and the same, you feel me? All right. So we got 80-some people up in here. We're going to be talking about dark magic, the dark goddess, dark gods. And we're just pretty much going to be breaking that ideology that darkness equals evil, and it doesn't. And y'all know I already got my cigar on. So we're going to be smoking this cigar, and we're going to let them spirits come through because the dark entities got something to tell y'all themselves. You feel me? Ashe. Okay, let's see if we can get 100 people up in here. I think when we get 100, I think that's when I'm going to start. How y'all doing? What's up? I see y'all come up in the building. Shout out family. Ashe. Keisha Williams in the building. What's up, Perry? Ashe. Awake, woke. Nikki. What's up, Nikki? Had thought. Where the moderators? We don't got no moderators up in here. What's up? What's up, Fifi? All right, Comic. All right. Yes. Family come in the building. What's up, Michael? All right. So y'all already know. People that's been here for a little minute, whenever the cigar come out, the black and mild come out, you already know that spirit's about to come through. Like, and I'm not talking about that old love and light stuff. I'm talking about the real deal. You feel me? That dark magic. And first of all, come up in here with an empty cup and an open mind. Because if you come up in here talking about, oh, darkness is evil, we only got to appreciate the light. I'm going to tell you right now, you are not balanced, honey. And the spirits will call you out in a second. I'm not saying I know everything because I really don't. I'm still learning just like everybody else up in here in the building. But I will say from my own experience, I've learned that whenever I just focus on one particular side of magic, the occult, metaphysics, I realize that I am imbalanced. You feel me? Just like if you get caught up in the magical world and you're not focused on the mundane world, like let's say you just lighting a whole bunch of candles and doing a whole bunch of magical shit and meditating 24/7, but you're not tending to your responsibilities as an adult, as a parent, as a wife, as a husband, as a whatever you're supposed to be, like then you're gonna notice your life is fucked up. Yo, shout out to whoever just donated that. Who was that? Thank you, Tanisha Williams. Ashe. Tanisha, you stay showing love. I love you, booby. Ashe, donations are definitely most appreciated. Cause YouTube be playing with my videos since I be talking certain words, keywords, they demonetize videos now, and they also are blocking certain YouTubers, if you guys haven't heard about that. Which is why a lot of YouTubers been disappearing. Okay. So I might have to even leave YouTube myself, but let's just see how it goes. Anyway, we got 144 people up in the building. We about to get started. We about to start lighting this cigar, and we're going to let the spirits come through because they're about to tell y'all. We're going to do Q&A, so make sure that you don't leave the building. Stay tuned. And we're going to answer your questions, so make sure you write your questions down. I also have some resources to give y'all so y'all can study yourself. If ever you following a YouTuber, a teacher, a life coach, whatever, and they can't give y'all resources, then y'all need to really question who you're following, because they should be able to give you resources so you can backtrack their own resources. You feel me? So I'm going to give that to y'all. So let's smoke this for a second. I've been lighting this forever. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Oh, we ready to go. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So first of all, where we going to get started, Spirit? I'm just going to let Spirit go. So one thing that the Spirit wants to say, and the Dark Goddess is coming before us at this time, and plus we got this waning moon going on. Whew. Okay. So one thing that the Dark Goddess is basically saying is that when it comes to magic, when it comes to metaphysics, you have to have an open mind and you can't believe what anybody tells you. You have to realize that light came out of darkness. We got to realize that when we talk about darkness, we're not talking about evil. We're not talking about wickedness. We're not talking about demonic. And we're going to get into that word demon as well a little bit later on. But demon is not an evil entity. Demon didn't always mean what it means today. But when she's talking about darkness, we're talking about the primordial source of all power, the primordial source of all being. In any religious text or spiritual text or scrolls, they always talk about how we came out of this nothingness, right? Or God said, let there be light. So before there was light, there was sound, which means that magic comes from what? The tongue, hakau or hekau, the spells that we speak. That's why they always say, be careful what you say or be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Words have power. But let's go back. When we talk about that darkness, we're talking about the primordial source before light and form came into being. So that's that chaotic energy. Chaos does not mean bad. Dark does not mean bad. Good and bad is a human construct. We got to get past that. We're not humans. We're gods having a human experience. If you made it this far into the video, obviously that means that you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be watching this because this resonates with your spiritual journey. This message is not for everybody. There's a lot of people, particularly the majority, that likes to follow the path of the light and only the light. Because guess what? The light feels good. The light seems friendly. It seems easy. It's passive. It's something that's well accepted. A lot of people in society, they blend in, they put on a mask so that they can be accepted. People like to be accepted. Whenever you are a black sheep or you go a different route from your family, from your friends, what do they call you? A black sheep, right? The black magic, black sheep. Why do they put that word black on everything that's supposed to be evil or negative? But if you look deeper, you'll notice that there was a gap. I feel like I'm channeling right now because I'm sweating. I'm channeling. Okay. She's basically saying that whenever you hear about these metaphysical movies and stories about like good versus evil, there was definitely a battle or a war that happened a very long time ago between angels, gods, demons, deities, whatever name you want to put on them. These entities that happened on a different realm than this realm as we know it here in 3D. And basically what happened was these beings that some of y'all call light beings now, you can say it was something kind of like high school. And we're going to put you in the shoes of us so you can understand what we're going through as far as the dark entities, right? Basically, imagine that you're new to a school or you're new to a new job, a new location, a new neighborhood, right? You're new on the block, new kid on the block, and you don't know anybody. And so let's say a person starts spreading rumors about you saying, oh, don't talk to her, don't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? They're bad, they're evil, they're negative, they don't got this going on. They jinx, they curse, don't talk to them, And then people start believing it. So now everybody's avoiding you like the plague because one person started a rumor and nobody really got a chance to get to know you. So imagine this one person spreading this rumor like a poison. Now nobody want to talk to you. Everybody painted you as being evil and wicked. And so guess what? Now that you don't have nobody to talk to and you're like, fuck it. Y'all think I'm evil? Then that's what I'm going to be then. You think that I'm a bad influence? Well, that's what I'm going to be then. That's exactly what happened to the deities, these dark deities that people know it. Because they weren't always evil. Remember, these dark deities, all they wanted to do was to make humanity, make humans wiser. They wanted to teach humans the godly arts. That's why you always hear about the serpent in the Garden of Eden that whispered wisdom into Eve's ear. But God, the light being, didn't want Eve to know the secrets. They wanted them to become slaves and being controlled. Isn't that what's happening today in the world? Nothing has changed. The only difference now is that these dark beings are coming back up again. Just like in the movies, Maleficent 2, right? Mistress of Evil. They was basically talking about these dark beings. They called the Moors. The Moors, okay? And they don't name these beings accidentally. They do their research. These producers and stuff, they know what they're talking about. They basically talk about these dark angels or dark fairies that went into hiding or were suppressed, the Titans, right? That was suppressed, that had to go underground for a while, that have raised back up into reality. That's exactly what's happening. So remember that war that we was telling you about that happened between the light and the dark? Okay. So what happened was basically there was an all-out war, and there were shamans, healers, mediums, you know, people that are called what we do nowadays, right? Like channelers, oracles, tarot readers, like brujas, witches, magicians, whatever you want to call yourself. Those existed back in the day, our ancestors. And so the Crusaders didn't like that these people had power to access the higher realms and the lower realms. These beings literally walk through reality. That's what shamans did. They can be in multiple realities at once. Do you know how powerful that is? So thank you for the donation, Karen, and whoever else donated. Thank you. Thank you. I'm channeling y'all. So if I don't say thank you, then forgive me. But thank you everybody who's donated. I'm going to try to catch the name when it comes through. Okay. So basically, the dark goddess is basically saying there was a war. When the Crusades came, these light beings, and remember, not all angels are good. Not all demons are bad. We're going to get into that. Basically, there was a war, right? Light, dark. And we always hear about in all the mythologies, like the Olympians, the Titans, like whatever you want to call them. So basically what happened was there was a war between these angels, these gods, these deities, these beings. And so these beings started to manipulate humans and saying, you know what? We're going to make certain humans get rid of these shamans. So what happened was there was war. There was a whole bunch of chaos being spread on Earth, Middle Earth, where we live now, the 3D dimension. And so the dark beings was like, all right, look, we're going to continue to give humanity the fire of knowledge. Prometheus, Lucifer. Shall I say more names that got demonized? But you always hear about them wanting to spread knowledge to humans, right? Enki, right? The story of Enki and Marduk. So Enlil, Enki and Enlil. Let's go back, and that's the story of the Anunnaki, going back to Babylonian times. This has been happening. This is cycles, and it's still happening today, and we're going to get into that. So basically, the light beings and the dark beings, they had to make a decision. So the dark beings was like, nah, we're not going to stop spreading knowledge to humanity because you guys want to side with these crusaders. There had to be a choice, just like American Gods. You got to watch American Gods. They were basically saying it's either you assimilate to this new paradigm or you be forgotten and washed away. And so the dark deities, which are the primordials, which is ancient, they was like, nah, we're not going to blend in with this new paradigm. It's not right. So then the light beings was like, all right, well, we're choosing to be on the side of the Crusaders and this Christian, that's when Christianity, Catholicism, Islam, all of that stuff started coming in, right? The newer religions started coming in. And so the deities had to make a decision. So that's what happened where the Crusaders and the kings or whatever was like, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to demonize these dark beings. And then we're going to make these whiter gods or light gods or our new gods the only God. And if we find anybody worshiping these old gods, we're going to lynch them. We're going to burn them. We're going to hang them. We're going to cut them open. We're going to humiliate them in public. We're going to demonize them. We're going to basically like publicly like assassinate them. And that's what happened. And so now you have these dark beings, these beings of chaos, these primordial gods that are, they call demons, that have been wiped out, forgotten, banished, like locked up somewhere in our subconscious mind. So what happens when a person is forgotten? Have you ever felt like you've been forgotten or people started spreading rumors about you, and there's nothing that you can say or do to prove yourself. Can you imagine how that feels? So imagine this going on for centuries, for aeons, for years. And this is the cycle that's been constantly repeated for so long now. And there's a reason why we got to break down the history of it so you guys can understand why things are the way that they are. Even to the point where if you were dark-skinned, even in India right now, they have the caste system. Like if you're dark, you're considered evil. And what do you think this mindset came from? Right? Why do you think that a lot of people look at dark-skinned, melanated people, black people a certain way? Because they subconsciously, this has been ingrained in your DNA that dark is bad, white is good. And now they got these different tribes and different complexions and different races fighting each other. But the truth of the matter is, you have to find balance. The dark energy is not evil. What I've learned from my experience is that, boom, perfect example. If you live in a house and let's say you don't really live in a friendly neighborhood, and there's a chance that your house might get broken into, and you have to choose a guard dog to protect your house. Are you going to choose a poodle to protect your home when you're not there? Or are you going to choose a Rottweiler? Is that really hard to decide? Okay, the reason why we bring that out is because a lot of people like to work with, you know, the pretty, nice, kumbaya, namaste, light beings that are all love and light, harm none, right? But then it's like, okay, do you think there's a certain extent to how far these light beings go? I just want y'all to understand something. Why do they call it light work? What does light mean? You a lightweight. That means that you hold no weight. You a lightweight. So if you really want that heavyweight stuff, if you really want some protection, if you really want to make sure somebody get fucked up, if somebody is bothering you or you need some protection, that heavy stuff, like Bobby Hemmings said, you can't be messing with no light crap, mammy-pammy crap. You got to get that real TNT. You got to get those demons on your side to protect you. And let me tell y'all something. Demon comes from the Greek word daemon. And daemon comes from Damien. And daemon basically means God or deity. Your daemon, your inner demon, is your inner God. The primordial source that comes from all things. Remember, we all have a spark of God in us, right? The creator. So that means that we are of that essential primordial force. We have a part of it in us because we come from that thing. Where's a really good book? A good book that I definitely want y'all to check out is The Essential Guide to the Left-Hand Path by Uncle Sidnat. This book is amazing. Freaking amazing. If you want to learn more about the left-hand path, right? Because the left-hand path is more so about learning your individuality, learning who you are, learning your power, learning where do you fit in this big-ass world. Going within, the shadow work. You got to do the shadow work before you guys start doing all of that other stuff. A lot of y'all like to skip the shadow work and start healing other people and doing Reiki and doing readings and doing channeling and doing all of this stuff, everybody else. But you haven't even healed yourself. So you out here trying to help everybody else, but you're making their problems worse because you haven't dealt with you. And remember, as within, so without. So whatever's going on in here is going to reflect out there. That's why a lot of y'all, if y'all pay attention, a lot of these spiritual teachers and gurus and stuff, their life is fucked up. But they got the audacity to try to tell you how to live your life. Y'all got to really pay attention to these gurus and look at their life. Look at them. Look at their energy. Really feel them out. Study them. And if their life is not together, you got to ask yourself, why am I following this person? Why am I taking advice from this person? You feel me? There's nothing like the best freaking teacher is experience, yo. That's a whole entire fact. Nobody can tell you how to live your life. You got to live your life. And that's what goes back to that chaos magic. Chaos is literally, if you want to go to yin yang, that feminine energy, if you look at the true female energy and its primal essence, is chaotic. Have you ever seen a woman fucking batshit mad crazy? Have you ever, that's why they said hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Yo, whoo, women are crazy. Women, cat fights are crazier than men fights. Because when women fight, like, wigs go flying, people eyes get scratched out, people start biting, glass get thrown, like, it gets crazy, yo. And that's that pure chaotic energy. That's why if you want to work with that strong chaotic energy to destroy some shit, you get some Oya. You feel me? The Yoruba goddess Oya. You work with Kalima. You work with Sekhmet. Okay, you work with, what's another chaotic energy? Let me think. This mad freaking Durga is somewhat of a chaotic energy, but not much so like Kali. Oya, Kali, Lilith, Hecate. Who's that Haitian goddess that's freaking crazy, yo? Urzuli Danto could be crazy, but Urzuli Flambeau, ooh, child. Whoo, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But there's a lot of different dark goddesses that you could work with. Santa Muerta, okay, or Muerte, Santa Muerte, Lubana, Marta la Dominadora. I be trying to tell y'all, like, there's some deities. This is the thing. There's nothing wrong with working with love and light. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying that you can't work with that energy because you want to find a balance. Because I had a friend, we're not friends anymore, but I had a friend that was only working with these dark energies, but she wasn't ready for it. If you're going to work with these dark energies, you got to realize that they are going to transform your life, which means that they're going to call you out on your bullshit. They're going to tell you when you're wrong. Because remember, we got that one friend that tell us what we want to hear. Even if they're lying, they tell you like, oh, it's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he might be cheating on you, but it's going to be all right, girl. Y'all going to work it out. I know it's going to work. Then you got that other friend that's like, girl, fuck out of here. You don't need to be with that nigga. You want me to put on my Timbs and beat the fuck out of him? Da, 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 da. Like, you don't need to be with him. Da, 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 da. Like, you got that one friend that's going to be like, tell you the freaking truth. Like, girl, you stupid for going back with him. You knew he was cheating on you. I told you. Now, let's go with the razor blades. Let's go and beat his ass up. We all got two different type of friends. You got the peaceful friend, and then you got that crazy ass friend that's ready to freaking come with the freaking bleach and the razor blades. You feel me? So, which friend do you want? You got to know, like, every entity, energy has its own purpose. But that's the power of being an alchemist. It's like knowing that balance, knowing what type of chemical you need. Like, you have to know certain scenarios call for certain energies. And that's all these deities are. They're energies. And this is why I be trying to tell people, get out of that whole love and light crap, because that love and light crap can't save you all the time. That's why a lot of y'all be calling on some of these energies and angels, and you wondering why you still getting fucked up. Because you probably working with some light stuff, and somebody is working with some heavy stuff. And that's why you can't break whatever hex is on you, because you're not working with the right energies. You got to embrace your inner demons. You can't run from them. You can't be out here talk, screaming love and light and not acknowledging your shadow. The brighter the light, the darker the shadow that's cast. You feel me? It's duality, the law of duality. Read the book, The Kabbalion. Read the Kabbalion. They basically tell you, you just can't have light without darkness and darkness without light. Well, you can't have, well, technically, you know what I'm saying? Darkness did come before light. But you got to find that balance between the two. And if you look at any god or goddess, there's always like, it's polar opposite. You feel me? I found out that in Thailand somewhere that there's an evil Buddha. Did y'all know that? Like, there's some Buddha that they sacrifice blood to do like hexing and stuff like that. I have a Thai friend. She be telling me shit. I be like, damn, they do more voodoo in Thailand than in Haiti. God damn. You feel me? But you learn new shit every day. You learn new shit every day. That's why I love traveling, because I fucking, everywhere I go, I make new spiritual friends. Okay, I got friends on the other side. Y'all got to get those spirits around y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, get those spirits around y'all. Get those demons around y'all. Make friends with your inner demons. Stop following everybody that's took my love and light. Another thing too, and I feel like, whew, what else you want them to know? Another thing too you gotta realize is that don't go based upon what other people say about a certain entity. A lot of these deities and entities that got painted as being evil, we never question it. We never say, well, why is this entity evil? Perfect example, Medusa, right? I was just recently watching Charmed, and there was an episode, the new Charm, not the old one, where there was an episode where Medusa was turning people into stone, and so they was talking about the story of Medusa. And for people who don't know, Medusa is basically the god. She's one of the Gorgons. Like, she's one of the Greek gods or whatever that had like serpents in her hair, and if a man looks at her, she turns into stone. So basically, Medusa is one of the dark goddesses, and she wasn't always a demon. She was actually a bruja, or a goddess. Like, she was a witch. She was actually one of the priests of Athena. And so I believe Athena had turned her that way because Poseidon ended up raping her, because Medusa ran to Athena's temple and was begging her, Athena, please save me, please save me. But Athena never heard her cries. She never came to save her. It was only after she was raped, Athena was like, oh, how dare you have sex in my temple, and turned her into a demon. And so now everybody points and laughs at Medusa. But when you think about it, that's really slut shaming. She got blamed for being raped. That's like when nowadays when women get raped, people saying, well, she shouldn't have wore that, or that was her fault that she got raped. So that's the same thing that happened back then. It's still happening now. You feel me? They basically was like Medusa was a demon, but people don't know the backstory. You got to understand the backstory behind these beings that got demonized. You gotta understand why they are that way. Even Hades, yo. Hades. Like, shit is crazy. I was just having this conversation with someone. I was like, yo, it's crazy how Hades and Zeus are particularly supposed to be opposites, right? Like, Hades is the god of the underworld and Zeus is the god of the heavens. And, Hades was forced to work there. And so when you think about it, yo, Hades is a better freaking dude than Zeus. Like, Hades is faithful, first of all. Zeus is a fucking whore. This dude is like sleeping around with humans, gods, making babies every goddamn where, raping women and shit. And then, Hades, on the other hand, just got one woman, Persephone. He even waits a whole freaking 6 months for her to come back, faithful to her, waiting for her, treating her mad good. He don't got babies running around. All he needs is that one woman, Persephone. So really, who's the bad guy? Who really has the bad heart? We really got to look at the characters of these entities and these energies and study these stories, and you'll realize, like, goddamn, maybe the stories were reversed. Bobby Hemming said it in one of his videos. He was like, yo, what if the Bible really tricked us into thinking that the devil is really God, and then the God in the Bible was really the devil? What if the story was flipped? Right? What if these energies or angels that we worship and we venerate, and that's all painted up on the chapels and the temples, are really the evil ones that took over the primordial gods and killed the shamans, and now they got us worshiping them? That's why things that we want don't work the way we want it to. I used to start feeling that way when I was like going to certain deities, and I'm like, yo, why is my magic not working? Why am I not getting my petition answered? What the fuck? Like, I'm doing everything right. Until a voice whispered, well, maybe you're on the wrong team. I'm like, wait a minute now. So then I started looking into dark magic, alchemy, shadow work, and I started realizing, I'm telling y'all right now, if you work with that dark magic, you'll start noticing that your spells will be way more potent. I'm talking about powerful, faster, powerful, longer lasting. And that's exactly why they don't want you touching it, because it's dangerous. It's dangerous to what? The same reality that they don't want you to break. They want to keep you under this spell. The majority of the masses is under a sleeping spell. But the funny thing is, the more people that start invoking and working with these primordial gods, these chaotic energies, chaos magic, demons, and dark magic, the more people are waking up. It's like a ripple effect. Portals are opening up. This is October. This is the month where the veil is really thin. Okay? So now would be a really good time to start working with your ancestors, working with your deities, light and dark. Get to know all of them. Y'all got to know your spiritual court. You got to know who you walk with. A lot of y'all are freaking reincarnated gods. These gods are not just in myth and stuff and like thousands of years old. A lot of them come back, and a lot of them are you. And I talk about this in my video, that a lot of y'all are the gods that they talk about. A lot of y'all are these deities, these beings, these demigods that they always talk about in ancient texts and stuff. It's repeating the same story. You guys have to understand the story of these deities and stuff, and you'll realize that some of these stories actually resonate with you. That's why they say know thyself. The ancient Kemites say know thyself, know who you are, accept your power. Because once you know who you are, that's just half of it. Now that you know that you're a god, you have to act like it. You have to accept your responsibilities. You got to accept the good and the bad that comes with it. Because with great power comes great responsibility. Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody want to be successful. Everybody want to be a god. Everybody want to be this, but nobody wants to do the work. Once you accept who you are and you know who you are, it's like, okay, now it's time to get to work. You can't go back to sleep anymore. You feel me? You can't go back and take the blue pill. You already took the red pill. It's no going back. Now you know who you are. You got to get to work. And the gods are going to look at you and hold you to a certain esteem and like, all right, now we're looking at you and like, what we got to do? Because a lot of y'all are these guys who come with legions. We always hear about these beings or demons or deities that come with legions. Princes and princesses and kings and queens, like, of the underworld, of the surface world, of the upper world. You feel me? It gets deep. It really gets deep, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Real shit. Real shit. Another good book that I want y'all to check out. I already told y'all this one, right? The Essential Guide to the Left-Hand Path. Encyclopedia of Spirits by Judica Isles. This book is really freaking good. Look who pop out as soon as I open the book. Erzuli Danto. Erzuli Danto is Erzuli Freda's hardworking black sister. She is independent and beholding to no one. Yep, Erzuli Danto is sick of crying. She's had enough tears. She's a spirit of rage and initiative instead. So this is what happens when the dark goddess gets suppressed. What happens when you ignore a woman and you don't give her reverence? Imagine, you know what I'm saying, like you helping somebody. Feel me, ladies? Have you ever, like, this is the problem when I have about building up somebody. You feel me? They always say, you got to build up your man. You got to build them up. You got to build her up. You got to, no. Because let me tell you something. These dark goddesses are a prime example of what happens when you build somebody up. Basically, you ever sacrifice yourself and work and build somebody up, and you give them all of you, and then that person just shit on you when they make it and they forget who the fuck taught them. That's how these dark goddesses are. These dark gods that taught humanity everything they know. They taught humans how to bathe themselves, how to do magic, how to read, how to do agriculture, how to feed themselves. They would freaking starve. These gods taught humans everything. And then in return, they shit on them? You shit on these dark deities that taught you everything you know? You have everything that you have, the technology, the medicine, the healing that you have because of these dark entities? And y'all gonna have the audacity to demonize them in a negative sense? And be like, no, fuck that dark and chaos magic? Are you serious right now? Like, that is an insult. To build somebody up, to give them everything that you know, for them to shit on you? Yeah, that will make you tired of crying. Yeah, that will make you fucking go crazy. And yes, that will make you torment them. And that's why a lot of these dark entities did start tormenting humans, because they got fucking pissed off. Wouldn't you? Shoot. I'm saying though. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Okay, reality and balance. I'm trying to say though. I really hope that this video get those wheels turned in your head and make you start opening your eyes. Like I said, a lot of people don't agree with this philosophy. I may lose some subscribers. I may gain some. Hey, at the end of the day, a lot of the things that I talk about, a lot of people don't like talking about, because why? It's not popular. And everybody now on YouTube is a popularity contest. So that's why you'll find everybody talking about love and light. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But nobody wants to talk about the other side of the moon. The moon has two sides. Shout out to the Cancers, you feel me? And I'm a Cancer sun myself, so I can definitely resonate with the moon. The moon has two sides. The side that everybody sees, right? The mask. And then there's the other side that nobody ever saw. The dark side that the light never touches. And just like the moon, we are just like it. There's sides to us that nobody knows about. There's sides to us that we probably haven't even seen. There's sides to us, like, you know what I'm saying? It had to take a really bad person, or a really, how can I say it? It had to take a person to bring that dark side out of you. And we all probably had that one person that made us reach deep inside of ourselves and awaken that inner demon. And you like, God damn, I did not know I had that in me. Okay? Because I know, shout out to my ex who brought that out of me, because I didn't even know I had it in me. I'm like, where did that come from? But we all have it. It's suppressed, and it has to be brought out. It has to be brought out. It has to be cultivated. It has to be nurtured. And it's like having a wild dog. You have to train it. You have to train it so that way when push comes to shove, it'll protect you. It'll protect you from wickedness. Even Set, the god Set in the Egyptian or the Kemetic pantheon, Set, if he was such a bad guy, why is he painted on the walls? Why is he part of the hieroglyphs and the metal netter on the walls? He's right beside Horus or Heru. He's up there fighting with Ra on the boat, fighting Apep. You need Set. You need Set, because Set is that nigga that's going to set shit off. Set is that person that's going to be like, all right, you need that Ra to die. You feel me? That's what Set is. Set is that hood nigga that's ready to pop off anytime. Just say when to go. And he ready. He pulling up ready with a drive-by. You feel me? Kylie is the type that's like, if you got problems, dial her on speed dial. She coming with the blades, the razors, the guns, all of that, ready to fight. Vaseline, razors, and everything. Where they at? Let me at them. We need friends like that. Spiritual friends like that. You gotta have them on your side. Can't just be having all peace and love and light on your side. You're gonna get beat the fuck up in these spiritual streets. You feel me? And don't come to these beings either with stupid petty stuff. Because I'm going to tell you right now, working with these dark goddesses and these dark entities and these dark beings, they don't have time for nonsense. That's why I always tell them, y'all go into St. Martha, and I'm wearing her colors right now. Y'all peep. Shout out to St. Martha. Martha la Dominadora. She right over there. I love my mama, yo. Yo, you can't come to St. Martha with some bullshit, yo. Because she will call you out on your shit. I'm telling you right now. You can't come to these dark, chaotic energies with BS and dumb stuff, yo. Because they're going to look at you like you're retarded, and then they're going to beat you the fuck up. You got to come at them when you're really serious about transforming. They like it when you come to them like, all right, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to awaken my inner goddess. I'm ready to know who the fuck I am, and I'm ready to step into my power. And you got to be ready for whatever comes after that. So if some people be like, oh, my life got turned upside down after I started working with a certain dark energy, don't do it anymore. I'm going to tell you right now, that's because there's a quickening that's happening. So for all of the bullshit that you've been doing, that's just like when you eating a whole bunch of bad foods and you finally detox. You feel me? That first day, second day detox, and you're going to feel like shit because for all of those years that you've been eating crap, your body is purging it out. It's like a quickening. It's like you got to hurry up and get that shit up out of you so you can hurry up and get better. So that's the same thing when you work with these chaotic energies. It's like, all right, you've been sleeping for a while, so we're going to have to catch you up to speed. It's literally like taking you from pre-K and kicking your ass all the way up to like university level. So these dark gods don't have time for the lollygagging like most of these love and light deities do. The love and light deity is gonna hold your hand and skip and frolic and la 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 la, you know, right on down memory lane and the yellow brick road. But meanwhile, you could be like getting so much other shit done. Like I said, light magic, dark magic, the right-hand path, left-hand path. It's all about finding a balance and knowing what it is that works with you. There's some people that's like conjure queen, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I'm scared. What are you scared of? Why are you scared of the dark? The dark symbolizes the unknown. So when you think about it, you're really afraid of the unknown. You don't know what lies ahead. You don't understand it. So you have to study what you don't know. The more you study it, the more you understand it, the less afraid you are of it. Because fear is false evidence appearing real. It's a perception. A lot of you are afraid of that Baphomet image, you know what I'm talking about? With the guy with the horns. That's Pan. Y'all watch Hercules, the Disney movie? Remember the little goat man, the centaur, right? He had the horns, half man, half goat. That's Pan, that's Baphomet. So in order for Hercules to become a god, he had to be trained by Pan, the centaur. Centaurs are the ones who used to trained the gods. So you have to go through these dark deities to become on your level to becoming a god. That's what they were doing. The serpent in the Garden of Eden whispered those knowledge into Eve and said, eat of this fruit and you will be a god. You will be just like the gods. And what happened? She opened her eyes. They both did. Like, oh shit, we've been asleep this whole time. So that's the same thing that's going to happen when you start working with these dark energies. They are going to shatter your reality. You're gonna think that you think that you know shit now. You think that you powerful now? Yo. You got a rude awakening coming because you're gonna be like, God damn, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could move shit with my mind. I didn't know I could freaking teleport. I didn't know I could fucking like travel back and forth through time, remote viewing. I didn't know that I can do this and manipulate my mind and manipulate matter. I didn't know that I could do that. I didn't know I could channel. Okay? You're going to find out that you have certain powers you never fucking knew you had. You're going to find out that you have certain ancestors that you never fucking knew you had. You're going to find out some shit. And that's what I'm telling you. And the darkness is the mystery. This is why they make you stay away from it. Whatever they tell you to run away from, you should run towards. It's the reason why they tell you, oh, stay away from that. That's evil. That's bad. Meanwhile, the same people that's telling you to run away from these dark gods are the same ones that's worshiping these dark gods, and that's why they in power now, and they got your asses sleeping under a fucking sleeping spell. Sleeping Beauty. And that's why I want y'all to watch that movie Maleficent, Part 1 and Part 2, because it wasn't the prince that woke up Sleeping Beauty, it was Maleficent that woke her up. The dark goddess woke her up from that sleep. That whole entire fucking movie is powerful, yo. Watch Part 1 and Part 2 to Maleficent. Maleficent 2 just came out last Friday. Check it out, y'all. It's telling you about what's happening. The dark goddess is rising. The dark god is rising. More people are stepping into this path. More people are asking questions. And that's what I love about it. More people are realizing, like, you know what? This love and light shit really ain't working for me. What's going on? People be in my DMs all the time emailing me, yo, like, yo, I work with this love and light energy, or I work with this person, but I don't see any results. You probably on the wrong team. You feel me? They tricked us. And it's okay, you know what I'm saying? I was tricked too. We all fell for the okie doke, the love and light crap. And that's why, that's the main, pay attention to, that's why YouTube started changing the algorithms too. Pay attention to like who gets bounced up in your recommendation list. You feel me? Pay attention to these people's energy, how they look, what message are they delivering? Because this is the message that they want to push to you. It's propaganda. Love and light. Y'all got to stay in the love and light. You know, the law of three. You can't do no harm. You feel me? Don't hex nobody. If somebody hex you, you know, just turn the other cheek. Let them beat your fucking ass. I don't know about y'all, but I come from a fucking neighborhood that if somebody hit you, you hit them the fuck back. Or like my mother said, don't even wait for them to hit you. If they get too close, then you swing. Don't you dare let them hit you first. So I'm just saying though. If you're the type of person that's going to let somebody hit you, slap you, spit on you, you're just going to keep walking, hey, that's you. But where I come from, honey, nah. Them fighting words. You feel me? Fighting words, for sure. You're not going to come up in here. Okay? Thinking you going to come out of here hit me? With no scratches, no bruises, no bald spots? Nah, honey. You're gonna take a bite out of your ass, a bite, a scratch, or some shit. Facts. So let's get into these questions. You feel me? I've been talking for a lot. I know y'all got questions. What questions y'all have for me about the dark goddess energy? Working with these dark energies. I know a lot of people have questions about working with this, being afraid and stuff like that. Don't be afraid. Trust me, I was afraid too. I was too. When I started watching Bobby Hemmett, y'all need to check out Bobby Hemmett, Brother Panic. Because honestly, there's not that many people on YouTube talking about it. Like, I talk about dark magic. Brother Panic does. Bobby Hemmett over it. Bobby got mad videos. I don't really know a lot of people talking about this dark matter and dark energy. Even science now is talking about dark matter. Right? It's crazy. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta study quantum physics. My nerd side coming out. Anyway, let's get to these questions. And thank you everybody who donated. Ashe. So I'm going to get to these questions. Let's see. Sketching. How do I pay you for a personal reading? At the moment right now, I'm not doing any readings right now, my love. Haha, my mom is wise. Thank you, Symphony. Alejandro, what book would I recommend for shadow work? I had mentioned, I mentioned the book already. The Essential Guide to the Left-Hand Path. Oh, Yvette, good question. Can you tell me about Baron Samedi? Okay, Baron Samedi is pretty much the Baron Samedi, short and sweet. Baron Samedi is pretty much the guardian in the cemetery. So pretty much like he's the one who chooses who dies and who lives. And he's more so known in the Haitian path. Baron is also the husband of Martha. And did you guys know that Martha and Baron are the parents of Saint Expedite? This is in the 21 divisions, the Dominican voodoo path. I love the 21 divisions, y'all. A lot of people don't know about that, but I fucks with the 21 divisions. Facts. Sugar Magnolia Tarot. Who are your favorite dark goddesses to work with? Who? To be honest, I love all of them. I love all of them so much. There's so many. I've named a few in the beginning of this video. But they all have different energies. Like, it really depends on what you want to do. A lot of people work with Saint Martha to dominate men. Like, let's say, for instance, like, if you're trying to dominate a guy. The thing is, that's what she's popular for. But a lot of the times people don't know that Saint Martha is also good for helping you dominate your fears. You can use Saint Martha to help you dominate, like, if you have like a shyness about you and you really want to go for that interview, work with Saint Martha. Tell her, you know what, Saint Martha, give me courage and strength. Like, I used to be super shy and I used to like be very doubtful of myself. I had very low self-esteem. Like, I didn't think I was good enough. And so I started working with Saint Martha, and she started telling me, like, yo, are you fucking serious? Like, you're fucking beautiful, you're powerful, like, you need to step into your power. Like, and that's one of the reasons why I started doing YouTube, because, like, she pushed me. She's like, nah, get in front of that camera and do this shit, yo. She's like, you're gonna be good at this. And I'm like, Saint Martha, you serious? Me? I don't think so. And so, fuck it. I just started putting my, you feel me, putting YouTube on, and here I am. Feel me? Years later. But yeah, Baron Samedi, he's cool peoples. He does come to powerful witches in their dreams, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, if y'all had dreams about Baron, know that you're mad fucking powerful, because he don't come to anybody. If he comes to you, that means that he wants to work with you. And also, that means that you are a powerful gatekeeper. A lot of women are gatekeepers to the spirit world and the mundane world. And so when Baron comes to you, he's like, I want you to be my lady. You feel me? So I don't know if any of y'all ever had spiritual sex, but whoo, honey, if you ever have sex with a fucking god, oh, Lord, honey, I don't even know how to explain it. Whoo, child. Whew, we're going to have to save that for another segment. I'm serious. Oh, I have another book for y'all. I'm going to get some more of these questions, but I got to show y'all this book. So I just got this book. It's called The Element Encyclopedia of Magical Creatures. This fucking book right here, you guys. OMG. This goes deep. This talks about if you're trying to work with dragons and fairies and elves and nymphs and whatever you're trying to work with, every type of mystical creature you could think about is in this book. This is a whole nother level though. I would definitely recommend you start working with this probably while you're doing your shadow work or after you start doing it, because when you know who you are, it's going to be easier to tap into the other realms. These beings they live on a parallel universe that's not too far from our own. So that's why it's much easier to communicate. A lot of us, our ancestors, I don't know about y'all, but like I have Native American ancestry, very strong. And then I'm on native soil. So a lot of our ancestors' blood and the spirits that are here, they never left. So a lot of us are descendants of these native priests and shamans and healers and chiefs. And so these spirits, they come to us and they're like, look, you know, I was a helper of your great, 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 great grandma or your great, 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 great grandpa. And, you know, we made a blood oath years ago. And so now I'm here to serve you. So it be like that. Like some of them just come with y'all based on blood. Work with your grandparents who may have already transitioned. Yes, yes. Work with your ancestors. Yeah, no Native American spirits. That's why if y'all notice, get tobacco. Tobacco, whoo, you get that tobacco going, baby. Them spirits start to moving. Indian spirits, they be here. Shout out to the Cherokee. All right, let's get into these questions. Let me see. When you give offerings to saints and your ancestors, do you throw them out after? Yeah, I wouldn't keep them in my house. Depending on what it is, you know what I'm saying? You would probably put it by a tree, bury it. And to be honest, you know what, guys? We got to get out of this religious idea of like, what's right, what's wrong. Like, working with the left-hand path, it basically says there's no right or wrong. It's your way or no way. So one thing I'll definitely recommend is like talking to these deities yourself. Martha's relationship with me, Kali's relationship with me, Sekhmet's relationship with me, Lilith's relationship with me may be completely different to you. Like they may respond to you and talk to you differently. You feel me? Like me and my spirits, we be laughing, kicking it, cursing at each other, playing around. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that don't like to do all of that, but I have a certain relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on building a relationship. Just like you build a relationship with people. Yes, lovely. Baphomet is also shown in the film Pan's Labyrinth. I love that movie. That movie is excellent. Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, those backwoods. I have an entity coming in my dreams. Sunshine, thank you for mentioning that. So Sunshine 77 talks about an entity coming in her dreams. She has a tattoo of a crow. Oh, that sounds like Hecate. That sounds like Hecate to me. A lot of these deities, they will come to you in your dreams. This is how you know that certain deities, like if they constantly keep coming to you, or certain animals will keep coming to you. They come into the form of animals, dragons, or, you know, mystical beings. That's why I told y'all to get the Encyclopedia of Spirits and Encyclopedia of Magical Creatures, because let's say you have a dream about this thing. A lot of stuff you can't find on Google. Like Google will just give you a generic definition. But if you want to go in depth, you guys have to start reading books. We in an age now, people don't like to read anything. People just want to go on YouTube and think they're going to find all the answers. I don't have all the answers for y'all. I'm just a medium giving y'all resources. That's why I'm like, if y'all watching YouTube, make sure that these YouTubers are giving y'all resources. Ask them, where do you get your resources from? What books can I read? What book did you read? What do you recommend? Because like, if they're not telling you guys anything, if they're not giving y'all books, if they're not giving y'all videos to watch, I give y'all books. I give y'all movies. I be like, yo, check this out. Check that out. Check out this YouTuber. Like, because I want y'all to study. You gotta study if you want to get deeper into this shit. These spirits are gonna give y'all homework. I'm telling you right now. Like, if you're working with these chaotic energies, they're going to give you homework and they're going to test you and they're going to see if you're serious or not. If you don't do the homework, if you don't prove yourself, then you ain't going to be able to go far. Just like in mythology, you always hear about, you know, the knights going to slay the dragon and the dragon is guarding this treasure, right? That kundalini energy. You got to get past, you got to prove yourself to get past that threshold of the dragon. The dragon will test you. You have to fight your lower ego. You have to fight your fears. You have to face your demons and look them in the eye. And you have to get past that. So yeah, a lot of the times when you meditate, you're going to see demonic faces. You know why? Because those are the gatekeepers that's testing who's worthy enough to get by. If you can't get past that scary face, then you're not worthy to go into the deeper realms. You got to get past the scariness. That's why they test your heart. That's why when you meditate, you see scary faces. Don't run, don't jump, don't get scared. Face them. Look them in the face like, I'm not scared of you. I'm supposed to be scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be brave. If y'all scary, then get you some freaking tiger's eye. You feel me? Get you some tiger's eye. Get you some stones that's going to give you courage and strength. Some citrine. You feel me? Get you something that's going to give you some strength and fire in your belly. So that way you won't be so scary all the damn time. What's up, Slim LP? Sasha Fierce. A lot of these celebrities are gods. Incarnated gods. That's going to be another video. Garnet. Yes. Garnet is a powerful stone worn by the ancient priests and shamans since ancient Kemet. One of the most ancient stones. You guys better get y'all some garnet. Ha! Chandler says, facts. A shaman told me not to be afraid of spirits. They're more afraid of you. I be trying to tell y'all. If y'all meet Buddha along the road, kill him. What the hell? I ain't saying to kill Buddha. Oh, Lord. Y'all just went from 0 to 100 real quick. Persephone. Oh, I love Persephone. She's a sweetheart. Okay, Miss Venusia. What? Miss Venus Mother. Yes. Ways to do shadow work. How can I? One thing that I would definitely recommend, I think there's a book called The Dark Moon Goddess. Oh man, I wish I had it. I gave it away to somebody, but I think I'm gonna reread it again. It basically talks about how to acknowledge your shadow self. Okay, shadow work basically means like, matter of fact, y'all got homework. Y'all know me, I always give y'all homework, right? So this is your homework. What I want you to do is go into a room, get you a black candle, right? You can meditate on a black candle, go into a dark room and turn all the lights out. And all you're going to have is that black candle. You got to be facing a mirror. If you can get one of those long mirrors so you can see your whole body, perfect. I want you to stand in front of that mirror, butt ass naked. You feel me? But I want you to make sure that you purify the space first. Always purify your space. So that means smudge it with like Palo Santo, or, you know, get you some sage or whatever. Bless the space. Be in a really calm state of mind. And I want you to be butt naked, and I want you to light a black candle in front of the mirror. And I want you to look at yourself. And I want you to tell your shadow self, your demon self, to present itself to you. Show me yourself, your full glory. I want you to come to me truthfully and show me who you really are. And when you do that, you're going to start noticing, like, stare in the mirror. Don't be afraid. You're only facing yourself. If you're afraid, what are you afraid of? You're afraid of yourself. Get that fear out of your heart. You feel me? Face the mirror, and you're going to start noticing that your face or your body may start warping. Now, what's happening is that you're starting to see who you really are. Your face is going to start changing. You're going to start seeing another entity in the mirror. You might start seeing a halo or a glow around you. That's your shadow self presenting itself to you, because it's like, well, goddamn, about fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that you face me and stop running from me. And so Do it that one time. Now, some people, mostly it works one time. Some people may need to do it again. So that spirit may come to you and it may tell you things. You might hear things telepathically. You might see things. You might smell things. You might feel things. Get what I'm saying? Because mirrors are portals. So basically, you're facing yourself. And your inner self, your shadow self, is going to start talking to you. So now you've introduced yourself to yourself, the side of yourself you haven't seen. So that's a really simple assignment that you guys have. After you do that, I want you to drop your comments in the comment section and let me know, what did you discover? What did you see? What happened? Okay? So anywho, she told you, have you ever worked with Moldavite? Yes, I have. Moldavite is very powerful. It helps you tap into extraterrestrial beings. A lot of y'all are extraterrestrial, which means that you're interdimensional. So if you want to work with interdimensional beings and you're a channeler, Moldavite will definitely help you to reach those levels. It will definitely make your life accelerate. Okay, if you want to do that shadow work, yeah, it will definitely help you get there. Cardi B has that Kali energy. Yes, she does, Gabby. That tongue sticking out. People who got long-ass tongues got that Kali gene in them. I'm telling you right now. People who have lisps and like long tongues or lisp or whatever, I noticed that they come from the Nagas or the serpent tribe. Like I used to have a really, really bad lisp before, but it's not as bad. Every now and then you can hear my lisp come out on my videos, but it's not as bad as it was. But yeah, cause I come from the Naga tribe, like them serpent energies, Dambala, Aida, Wedo, Lubana, like, you feel me? Them serpent energies. Do you have any advice for scrying? I love scrying. You gotta be in a relaxed state. You got to be very relaxed when you do any type of divination. Oh, Slim P, you feel comfortable around me? I'm happy. That's good. Pay attention to how your energy feel around certain people. If you always feel tense around people, then that's something your spirit's telling you ain't right. Yeah, Straight Panther, you said my lisp is cute. Thanks, I guess. That's like a compliment, but like a little like jab, but I appreciate you. Huh. When you work with chaos magic, do you need to protect yourself from something dark coming back at you? Okay, Brianda, thank you so much, Brianda, for asking that question. Brianda asked a great question. Brianda, this is what I wanted you guys to understand. When you work with dark magic or chaos magic, it's not, I don't want you guys thinking like, oh my God, I have to protect myself because I'm about to go into a forbidden zone. No, you need to protect yourself even when you're doing light magic, okay? Because there's some angels and light beings that will fuck your ass up too. You feel me? So this is what I'm going to say. A lot of you have to realize that you're more protected than you realize. Like the chances of something fucking with you is very slim unless you end up doing some crazy shit. Like, because you got to realize that a lot of the times these powerful beings and deities, they're not going to waste their time entertaining somebody who doesn't know what the hell they're doing. You have to be a really powerful ass person to make some type of a noise to make these powerful gods notice you. You feel me? Like that's why a lot of the times, like our ancestors used to hold big rituals and dances and dancing around fires and walking on glass and setting themselves on fire. They did all of this to get the attention of the gods. So a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, people get afraid. You don't have to be afraid. Don't go into this work afraid, because when you have fear in your heart, then guess what? You're summoning those entities that feed off of fear. So yes, it's natural to be a little bit nervous. It's different between being afraid. When you're afraid, what's the worst? What do you think is going to happen? Sometimes you got to ask yourself, why am I afraid? You know what I'm saying? Are you afraid of death? I'm not afraid to die. So once I realize that I'm not afraid of dying, then there's really nothing for me to be afraid of. Because the worst somebody can do is kill me. You feel me? And I'm not afraid of dying. So it's like, okay, well, kill me, and then that's fine. You feel me? I'm just going to go to the next level. Like, I'm done with this mundane reality anyway. So just expedite the process. Thank you. You feel me? So that's just my, like, once I stop fearing death, it's like, okay, why am I afraid of anything else? That's the worst something that can happen to you. So, you know, and the word, like, let's say, for instance, if you do open up a portal and a trickster spirit come through, just banish they fucking ass and tell them, get the hell out. You feel me? Just be like, look, your fucking ass don't pay no rent. You just up in my crib. You eating up all the food. You taking up my energy. You not paying no bills up in here. Get the hell out of my crib. Y'all gotta start cursing out these spirits. Y'all, a lot of y'all be acting all scary. Oh, please leave. Please leave. I asked you, spirit, to please leave my home. No. Curse they asses out and tell them, get the hell up out of here before I raise hell. You gotta start screaming, breaking shit, go crazy, and they gonna leave. They definitely gonna leave. Don't be acting scary. It's like bully. They're gonna keep bullying you. Don't let these spirits bully y'all. I don't like bullies. I'm the bully for bullies. You feel me? I hate bullies. Don't let these spirits bully you. You gotta let them know who's in charge. You gotta stand your ground. That's why you gotta work with these chaotic deities, because a lot of people are born with these demons. Like, you got your angel and your devil on the shoulder. We seen this like Tom and Jerry, all the little movies with the angel and the devil. Are we born with them? So a lot of y'all, if you ever noticed, like, somebody was fucking with you and you was probably young or whatever, and some bad shit happened to that person, you think that the love and light angel did that? No. That demon did that shit, yo. That demon's like, all right, look, I'm about to fuck them up, watch. They're like little troublemakers. They're like, all right, they was fucking with you, don't worry, I got you, watch. So that's a little demon. That's a little demon that got your back. So the little demon, be looking out. I'm be trying to tell y'all. A lot of the times, y'all be all scary and stuff. When you get that courage and you feel me? That's your demonic side. That's giving you that courage and strength. Warriors, warriors that went to war. You think that they was all love and light? No. Like, there's a time and a place for everything. You can't be love and light all the time. Sometimes you gotta get, you gotta tap into that dark energy. That's a whole entire fact. 44202. You see them numbers? Whoa. Confirmation. Anywho, this was a nice build, though. I'm really happy that more people are opening their minds and their consciousness to this dark energy, this subconscious energy. I'm just gonna leave y'all with this. Before I say this, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn that bell on. I have it on hiatus for a while, but I've been getting a lot of downloads, and I have a lot more stuff that's coming soon that I want to share with you guys, and it's dealing a lot with this dark magic, because I feel like this has to be more talked about, because not a lot of people are talking about it because they're afraid and they don't want you to step into your power. But the more people that step into this, the more control you have over your life. You got to step into the left-hand path. If you're still unsure about it, that's fine. I want you to research. I want you to learn. I want you to study. Don't just take things for what people tell you. Don't take what I say for what I say. Research what I say. Check my resources. I gave y'all books. If you came in late, then watch the video over. I gave y'all like 3 or 4 books in this video for you guys to do. And I gave you an assignment with the black candle and the mirror. So now you got work to do. You got homework, and you got some books to study. And I want us to build on that. But remember, the dark energy is just your hidden potential. The power that you never knew you had is hidden away from you. Society is the mask that we wear. We wear this mask to fit into society. The dark side is what we don't want nobody to see. Now, that's the side that you need to tap into. That's the side that you forgot about. That's why children are so pure, because they don't mind showing who they really are. It's only their parents, their teachers, and society that tells them, don't act like that. Don't say that. Oh, don't be this way. Don't dress like that. And so then you learn to just bite your tongue and be quiet and be somebody that you're not. Right? You suppress your dark goddess, your dark god. But now it's time for you to tap into that inner child. Remember who the fuck you are. Okay? And let that chaotic energy out again. Stop suppressing yourself. Do what thou wilt. You feel me? Do what you will. As long as you have a basic understanding of right and wrong in your reality. Not what somebody else tells you. What do you feel is right and wrong in your heart? That's where maturity comes from in this left-hand path. It's about having a certain level of maturity to know, okay, I'm not going to summon a demon on somebody who stepped on my sneaker on my shoe in a club. Is it really worth it? You're going to really summon do a death spell on somebody because they stepped on your new, your new shoes? That's why it's a certain level of understanding. Because when people do dumb shit like that, well, that's when the deities start backfiring on you. And that's pretty much what happened to that old friend that I'm not friends with anymore. She was using these dark energies for wicked things. And wicked basically just means that it's not a balance. You feel me? I do believe in do no harm, take no shit though. Like, if you're not out here just fucking with people to fuck with people, but if somebody fuck with you, if somebody's fucking with your kids, if somebody's trying to break up your marriage, if somebody's trying to fuck with your paycheck, like how you feed yourself, like if somebody's messing with you, then you have every right to fight back. I do believe in fighting back. I mind my business. Like, I always tell people, like, I'm not out here hexing people, contrary to what people believe. I don't like hexing people. Like, I used to know somebody used to put people in jars for fun. Like, I'm like, because somebody looked at you wrong, you gonna put them in a jar? And now that person's life is fucked up. They look like they freaking, like, they look old. Like, you start looking at people's face, you could tell who do dark magic, like, who's just wicked, because they start aging fast. You feel me? Like, they just look fucked up. In the face. And y'all can check, not to toot my own horn, but y'all can look at my old videos and look at my new videos now, and I would say that I'm pretty much on the right track, because I feel like my age is reversing. Okay, like, y'all look at some of these YouTubers or whomever, and they looking like washed, and I'm like, dang, son, what happened to the love and light? I guess that ain't working out for you too well, huh? But all shade. Anywho, but that's why I'm no longer friends with that particular person, because that dark goddess started, fucking with her, and I kept warning her ass. I'm like, you better stop putting all these people in jars and stuff, because it's not justified. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be fucking with people that's not doing anything to you. You can't, like, I can't say you can't do it, because you could do whatever you want to do, technically. But I would strongly advise you be careful with who you fuck with in these magical streets, because some people, you don't know who the fuck they are in the spiritual realm. And a lot of people, they be looking, don't fuck with the quiet people. It's the quiet people y'all need to leave the fuck alone, because they don't bother nobody. They mind their business. You know what I'm saying? It be them quiet people that, the spiritual bullies want to mess with. Like, oh, I'm going to throw a hex at you. Oh, I'm going to curse you and your family. Oh, I'm going to do a death spell on you. And it's just the quiet people is like, okay. You know what I'm saying? They don't even say nothing. They just like, okay. And then next thing you know, you don't even have to lift a finger, yo. Some of y'all walk with some powerful ass spirits. It's like, you don't even know somebody trying to send some shit to you till you go in your timeline and find out, oh shit, this person's house burnt down. Oh shit, they just got evicted. Oh shit, they homeless on the street. Oh shit, they mama just died. Oh shit. So you just start scrolling and seeing shit like, oh goddamn, what the hell? Don't fuck with the quiet ones. Right? Y'all hear me though? I'm saying though, a lot of y'all don't even have to lift a finger. You don't even have to do anything, because y'all protected. That's why you got to keep those dark energies by your side, because they're not going to let no shit happen to you. You got to have those freaking demons on your side. They don't play that shit. Kali don't play that shit. Martha don't play that fucking shit. Sekhmet come for blood. You feel me? She don't know how to stop. She don't know what stop means. You call Sekhmet to go for one person, she going for that person and everybody that they know and love. So be careful with Sekhmet. She come for blood. Anyway, if y'all guys have any questions, drop them down in the comment section. I feel like I dropped a lot of knowledge. We over an hour now. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. Let me know what you like. Let me know what your experience is working with these dark goddesses. What are some dark gods or goddesses that you work with? What's your experiences working with them? If you do the assignment with the black candle and a mirror, let us know what results happen. I love hearing people's feedback about that because everybody's experience is different. Some people see some crazy shit, and I love fucking hearing stories about it. But anyway, it's been fun building with you guys. I couldn't get to everybody's questions. Thank you everybody who donated. I also take donations on my Cash App, which is in the link in my description, for those who feel generous, and I thank you guys. So until next time, Conjure Queen signing out. Peace.